Welcome to All Things Crypto. We do this every Wednesday, 8:30. We're going to have like a short show today because, Moo, can you see me? Am I blurry or am I okay?
You good?
Okay. So it's All Things Crypto. We do this every week. We share just information about crypto. If you have questions about crypto, we'll answer your crypto questions. Anything that you want to ask about crypto, it could be mining, it could be Web3, it could be crypto coins, it could be day trading. If we don't know, we'll try to answer it for you either now or later on the week, or we'll ask somebody who might know how to answer these questions. So you can always type your questions in the comment section. That's how we are able to answer them. So we start off, I'm KryptoK, aka Nem Superstar, and
You got it in the building.
and we this show every week, and we start off with the news, then we talk about the things in the crypto industry that we're interested in, and then we might go on a rant or two about being Black in America or finances or what have you, and then we ask if our audience has any questions, and if they don't, then we just keep it moving and we talk more about like what's going on in the industry. So I'll get started by talking about some of the news that's happening. First of all, we're into hip hop, so just we know it's interesting to see that after the Invest Fest that just happened this weekend in Atlanta with EYL, which is Earn Your Leisure, that Angela Yee said the Breakfast Club is no more. And I have my own theories on that, but we can talk about that later. But I think that has to do a lot with investments and people going different directions and making money in different ways. And so crypto is one way that you can build wealth. So I wonder if is it just us on Mood today? I know I started kind of late. Hold on, let me see.
That's all right. Just kick it, man.
Yeah.
Just flow with the universe, sister.
Yeah, I am. I just want to know if I'm, okay. All right. So today in crypto news, well, Bitcoin, it finally hit like 24K. So if you guys are owning any crypto, altcoins, or Bitcoin, you should have seen your wallet start to increase over the past couple of weeks. Like the past 2 weeks, you should have seen your crypto go up because Bitcoin has hit 24K. And if you've been following us, then you know that if you've been following us about crypto, then you know for a fact that every other crypto goes up with Bitcoin. So once Bitcoin hits 24K, your other coins are going to go up. And depending on the strength of your coin, depends on how far that coin is going to rise. Okay. So Coinbase Exchange faces SEC probes over crypto yield and staking. And we know from before, sorry, y'all, because my cat is always like meowing, trying to come in. We know from before that the SEC, so you guys,
Wow. You can't really say hello. Wow.
the SEC,
Twilight Zone.
hello, Sky Helen. And
Add effect here.
so we know that the SEC really has an issue with staking and yielding because the SEC has really come after all the companies like Nexo and Celsius that have like a very high like staking and yield. So that's just how the SEC is going to come after you. If you're making interest off of staking your crypto, the SEC is not feeling it for whatever reason, and they're going to come for those companies. So Coinbase is facing a probe on their crypto yields and their staking products. And if you don't know what yield and staking means, it just basically means that like if you have a certain coin like Polygon, right? They like a lot of people like to Polygon. If you hold it in an exchange, then you will get interest depending on how much money, how much crypto you have held in that exchange. It's the same as like if you put your money in a money market account or a savings account or a CD and you get interest off of that. So staking is similar where you store your crypto on an exchange or something like that. You don't move it and you build interest off of it. So Coinbase does do that. Yes, Scott. So Coinbase actually does. And if and if you go look on your Coinbase exchange, if you see, like you'll see the different ones. I think Cardano is one that they give you staking, that they give you a yield and staking for. Nexo is overseas and it can't shut it down. So BB Mac, I did Nexo and Nexo totally ripped me off. I would just tell you never to stake with Nexo. I had a loan with Nexo. In terms of I was basically leveraging my crypto.
Should have day traded that.
Yeah, I had a loan with Nexo. I put my loan with Nexo, and as soon as crypto started to have the crypto winter, they liquidated all my funds without telling me. Okay, so please be careful with these
You
places.
signed the contract too. It
Yeah,
was you.
so that's
Because nobody reads the contracts. I just got a new cell phone. I didn't read the contract. You just sign it.
exactly. So it was kind of like a margin call. And if you guys don't know, I learned what a margin call was because basically
Yeah.
mirrors stocks a lot, and it takes a lot of things that stocks are doing, and then they do it too. A margin
Yeah.
basically when your stock goes below a certain amount, they're gonna call your loan due, and then they're gonna liquidate all your funds. So that's what happened to me. When crypto winter hit, Nexo liquidated all my funds without giving me a chance to either put more money into it or whatever. So let's keep it moving. So yes, you can stake your funds. The only thing I would say is that I would not stake it on an exchange. I would definitely take it off an exchange. And that's another story if you have questions about why we don't really believe in keeping your money on exchanges too long. What's up, Fabiano? It's good to see you. So the next thing, first mover Asia. It says that governments focus too much on cryptos and economics importance, and in Australia, the academics are arguing about it. U.S. Senators Warren and Sanders asked bank regulators to rescind crypto guidance. So that means basically they asked the Office of Cryptocurrency to basically take back and not allow banks to engage in crypto activities. So they're trying to shut all this bank interaction engagement in crypto down in the United States. And that's Senator Warren and Sanders. The United States inflation slows. And if you guys are paying attention to the stocks, so again, crypto, people didn't want crypto to be tied to stocks, but they are. So the Feds have been raising interest rates. And whenever they raise interest rates, their reason for raising interest rate is to slow down the rate of inflation. So it's been successful, and the recession is starting to slow. They say we're not in a recession, but we are. So inflation is slowing down, and crypto is starting to creep back up. So if you notice, every time the Feds start to raise interest rates, crypto starts to creep back up, and so do stocks. So they say that selects are trolled by the anonymous crypto users. It's just, and then so crypto mixing service Tornado is blacklisted by the U.S. Treasury, so they can't basically they're basically blackballed. The U.S. Treasury does not want to recognize them, and they're saying that the Ethereum merge, if it ever happens, will have several consequences for the blockchain. So if you guys own Ethereum and you don't realize, Ethereum keeps talking about they're going to do a version 2, right? Because Ethereum is very slow, their gas fees are very high, but a lot of people are codependent on Ethereum. So Ethereum is like, oh, one of our solutions is we're going to create a version 2 that's better, right? Hey, what's up?
Yeah, which goes from proof of work to proof of stake. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, oh, he said, what was Tornado Cash? Okay, I'll get back to that.
That's a
I'll get back. It was blacklisted by the. I'll go if you want me to. I'll talk more details about that. Just let me know though. Comment in the section if you want me to talk more about
Tornado Cash. Damn shame.
blockchain. It is like Moose said. It goes from proof of work to proof of stake, right? And it'll have lower energy, and it'll transition into a deflationary asset and a more scalable future through sharding, which I don't know what sharding is. When I've heard of sharding, it's not something pleasant, but obviously it means something different in this situation. But the only thing is that they're gonna say is that it's gonna increase the transaction speeds by only 10%, which isn't that great. The upgrade though lays the path for the surge, which is the next upgrade for the network, and promises to bring 100,000 transactions per second, or TPS, to the blockchain. Okay.
Yeah, so if y'all want a good buy, like she said, it's not going to be that much faster, it seems like, but Polygon still runs on top of Ethereum. So definitely, I would cop some Polygon. Y'all want to flip it, make some money. Everybody think Polygon going 5x. I think it's like $1 right now. Once the merge happens in a little bit, it should 5x. $1 get you 5. So, if y'all want a tip from me, but once again, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just your homie sitting here drinking 40s. Having talking crypto with you.
So I'm grinding grooving said, are we still posting on YouTube? Okay. So the point of that's a moot question. So the move of a POS. So it goes from what is it? Moo, you said it's my brain is so tired right now.
Proof of work to proof of stake.
Proof of stake. It's into a yield bearing asset, which means that now it can also get like it can also be it can also create cash flow, the bank said, and it can be interpreted as a form of revenue for the network. So it creates a different revenue for Ethereum. BB Max said, "Does proof of work work?" I'm gonna leave that for Moo. Moo, do you want to talk?
That is a yes. That's affirmative. Keep going with what you were saying.
Okay, so I'll finish out this article and then we can go into that. So they said the post-merge Ethereum could be viewed as a relatively energy efficient and environmentally friendly crypto asset, as the energy expenditure is expected to decrease by 99.95% with the version 2, which is really good.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
That's the now. If somebody
They've
asked,
been working on that shit for 10 years, so come on, it better be excellent. Yeah.
or on Tornado, is that what they want me to go into? Let me know if you want to go into the Tornado. The Tornado. But if on that move, you want to speak on that question before I move
What
on?
Tornado Dash?
No, about the he said, does proof of work actually work? BB Max.
Yeah, absolutely, it works. It's just that it worked. It all hypothetically works. Does it have security? Yes. Now, proof of work is slow and it hits the environment very hard. Proof of stake is faster and doesn't affect the environment as much. So that's it. They're all about speed, security, and now having environmentally friendly projects. So that's all ETH2 is moving into, proof of stake. So yeah, absolutely works.
Okay. And so just so you know, like there's different if you're really into crypto and you really want to make some money, you now have Bitcoin ATMs that you can buy and put up certain places that people can like start to do transactions on these ATMs. There's ETFs. So ETFs is going to be a big thing. We always talk about that. What's up, Shine On and Gabriel? We always talk about this, but the halving is coming, and I want to talk a little bit more about that. So right now, what I'm going to do next is we talked a little crypto news. I'm just going to read to you guys what where our coins are, like the top coins, like the top 5 to 10 coins are, and what they're doing present tense. So right now, Bitcoin is at 23,000. No, it just hit $24,035.72. So Bitcoin has just hit over 24,000. So if you guys own crypto, altcoins, Bitcoin, you should see your wallet starting to climb. All your altcoins should be going up regardless of what coin you have. If you guys have just tuned in and you don't know that much about Bitcoin or crypto, Bitcoin is like the godfather, and as Bitcoin rises, all the other coins rise with it. Ethereum is now at $1,872.08, which is $800 more than it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So if you bought some Ethereum 2 or 3 weeks ago, like we said, make sure you buy the dip. You would have had almost 100% increase right now. So if you bought Ethereum $100 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, you would have had $180 right now with Ethereum. So Tether, of course, is $1 because it's a U.S. stable coin and it's tied to the U.S. dollar. BNB is $331. A couple weeks ago, it was $250. XRP is still at 38 cents because the government is just harassing them. Cardano is at 54 cents, and Binance is at $1, of course, because it's tied to USD. Solana is at $42.67. If you have Polkadot, it's at $9.64. If you I do or Matic, it is at 94 cents. If you have Uniswap, it's $9.13. And the last two I'll do is Litecoin, which is $61.81, and Monero, which is $166.91. And Apecoin, last one, which is one of my favorites, is now at $7.14. So that's basically what's going on with our crypto. If there's a coin that you want me to look up and it's on coinmarketcap.com, I will look it up for you guys. And those are kind of like the major coins that a lot of people have. Those are altcoins besides Bitcoin. And if you're just getting started, those are some of the coins that you can also invest in as well. Even though crypto is going back up now, it's still a dip. And I would just really encourage you guys to buy a little bit of crypto every week, whether it's Matic, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Apecoin or what have you. So Moo, that's what I got. So go ahead, Moo.
I love it. Buy the dip, baby. We are definitely buying the dip. But, only because we believe it's going to go back up. It's very simple. Say Mana used to be $4. Decentraland is Mana, MANA, used to be $4. Now is $1. I believe Mana will exceed its all-time high. So that means I'm trying to do $1 times 4. Yeah, I could be wrong, right? I'm not a financial advisor. So, but to me, it's worth the risk just studying the use cases and everything else going on. And this market was supposed to dip. That's how the rich get rich. They get rich in the dip. They don't get rich when it's all-time highs. They get rich on the low lows and just buy it and hold. So yeah. And then other than that, I want to talk that security, right? So that's what's going on right now. Like everybody's trying to hack everybody. So with that Tornado Cash coin, basically is a security coin, just like Monero. Somebody asked about, BB Mag asked about Monero. That's a privacy coin. So the U.S. shut it down now. It's illegal in the U.S. to use the privacy coin because they want to know every single thing you do, every move you make. So like when we have cash, we could buy a hot dog on the street. Nobody knows, right? Once we have crypto and the whole world is crypto, you use your phone to buy a hot dog crypto, they going to know. So they shutting down the security coins. Tornado Dash is one. Next comes Zcash, and then your personal favorite, Monero. You know what I mean? We're going to see what happens, though, because the U.S. is just the U.S. doing it. So maybe the rest of the other countries won't care because they're doing some dirty stuff, too. But they act like Tornado Cash was laundering mad money. How much has the U.S. dollar been laundered? You know what I mean? How much these banks been laundering money? Like, that's the game. But other than that, so security, that's them security coins for you. Personally, as a bank, you want to send your stuff like what nobody knows because that's what we believe. Crypto makes us the bank. So now we got to handle it as such. And you don't want the whole world knowing every exchange you make. So that's security. Then,
I jump in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the way that securities and exchanges have been working, if you like, they're starting to blacklist things, right? But what I've noticed is that they're not retroactive. They are forward thinking. So if you want a coin that is privacy related, Monero has not been blacklisted yet. I need to do it. You need to do it. Go get Monero now because what they're going to do is say, hey, from this date forward, you can no longer purchase Monero. Usually they don't go backwards. Like, so when I was investing in Nexo and Celsius, they sent out a letter to the U.S. citizens and said, hey, from this date forward, you can no longer get staking. You can no longer yield. You can no longer, do this. But they didn't say like, hey, you have to give up all your coins that you did before. So the SEC and the U.S. government, same thing with Coinbase. So me and Moo started Coinbase a lot earlier. So when we got into Coinbase, we didn't need to show our IDs. Yeah, we're grandfathered in. That's the perfect word, BB Mac, grandfathered in. So when we first used to do Coinbase and these exchanges, we didn't have to show our IDs. We didn't have to tell all our business. But now, if you try to join the exchanges, they're like, oh, you need to do your ID. You need to do this. So my thing is just like, if you see the writing on the wall, which they don't like these anonymous coins, and they'll probably go for Monero next, just buy some now. So like you have some. Because then they're going to be like, oh, no, you can't buy it anymore. But you can still use it worldwide. You just can't use it in the U.S. Well, they can't even tell you can't use it in the U.S. They're just going to tell you, hey, from this moment on, you can't. They're going to block it on the exchanges in the United States and say, hey, you can't buy Monero. Now, you can probably, if you're into crypto, you can find your way to trade around it, like using PancakeSwap or other things. But just if you want to make it easier on yourself, go get some Monero, which I need to do because I've been talking about it for months. And then just have it.
Yeah, it's on the low for you right now. But yeah, they just use scare tactics. That's all it is because all crypto is peer-to-peer. We don't need anybody's permission. I guess if we lived in China, if they found out, they'll kill us. So that's why you don't do it in China and Russia. But the U.S., they might slap you on the wrist. You're good. You know what I'm saying? Nigeria, they might, recruit. They might give you a job in Nigeria right now. You work for us now. You know what I'm saying? But yes, get to Monero because Monero's mad expensive. I think it's like 160 right now. You always had your eye on Monero. I still believe in Monero. That's why they shutting it down. It's a security coin. They want to know. Big brother want to know. Also, just wanted to mention real quick, make sure y'all don't be scanning them QR codes randomly because the new scam is putting a fake QR code over a real QR code, and then you scan it, and then that's how they can hack into your wallets and stuff like that too. So beware the QR codes. Beware the phishing scams where they email you and say, hey, your account has been compromised. Call us right away. Click this button and call us right away with your password so we can reset it and all of that. Don't believe the hype. You the bank. You do the calling. Nobody call you when you have stuff in your wallet. Now, if you're on Coinbase and all that, if you get a Coinbase email, read it very carefully if it says something panicky. Anytime you panic, slow down, take a breath, read it. Because they spell one little thing wrong in it, then you know it's a phishing scam. So that's it. I'm just on my security today. Sometimes I'm on my wallets. Sometimes I'm on my security. Sometimes I'm on that Negro juice.
I'll be
But it is what it is.
$4. So if you would have invested $10 in Monero, what is it like? It's like a 15. You would have had like $1,500 right now. So $10 would have created 1,500 if you would have invested in Monero. You can get Monero on Binance and KuCoin. So if you're wondering where to go get it, download Binance. I don't know if this is US Binance or not, but download Binance, KuCoin, but you can still buy it. Those are the two main places you can buy Monero if you want to get it. Okay.
And then after you get it, transfer it to your own personal digital wallet. We're not all about digital wallets, but is your wallet. That's all I can say. You own the private keys. If when you have it on these exchanges, you own the private keys. And full disclosure, I got stuff on exchanges too. But if I lose it, I'm all right. You know what I mean? I think I might lose it, so my mind is clear. But if you only got $100 invested in this, put it in your own personal wallet.
Exactly. So, Mood, do you want to talk about some other things that are on your mind about crypto?
Crypto is just so much going on. I don't even know where to start. You wanted to make a quick show anyway, all right? So I definitely wanted to talk about securities. I definitely wanted to tell everybody, I don't want to talk about crypto. I wanted to talk about getting other things in your portfolio, like silver, like gold, like real estate. Because I was thinking, like, if the grid go down, our crypto kind of don't work. We need their internet right now to rock the crypto game. And if when Web3 pops and all that, then we don't need them. They decentralize. A solar flare could still hit us, and the grid goes down. You know what I'm saying? A grid can always go down, I feel like. So what I wanted to say is buy some silver, buy some gold. You can have stock too, because stocks, you can print it out, you get it on paper, and just you can prove you own this company. So get y'all stuff together, man. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Okay, what's up, the super fluidities? And I want to piggyback off of that in a second. So, you think the SEC is holding up the crypto ecosystem? No.
You think? Word up. You think? Yo.
They're about.
What's my man name? Gary Gensler is not our friend. That's the head of the SEC. Gary Gensler, enemy. I think I saw two horns one time. I seen him in Manhattan somewhere. Saw two little sprouting horns on him.
I don't think that they can't, because if you really know how to do crypto, they can't hold you up. Well, I guess so, because Nexo, I guess in some ways, because Nexo and Celsius kind of went down because the SEC was like refusing to let them trade. So I guess but it says the U.S. Department of Foreign Assets Control (OFAC) sanctioned virtual currency mixer Tornado Cash, which has been used to launder more than $7 billion worth of virtual currency since its creation in 2019. This includes $5 million stolen by the Lazarus Group, a Democratic People's Republic. They're a state-sponsored. How are they a state-sponsored hacking group? This article sounds biased, but it is by the U.S. Department of Treasury. So basically,
sounds like Stalin to me.
I mean, how is it a state-sponsored hacking group? But okay.
If Stalin runs the state, it's a state-sponsored. You know what I'm saying?
It's the largest known virtual currency heist to date. It was used to launder more than $96 million of malicious cyber action funds derived from the June 24th Harmony Bridge heist and $7.8 million in the Nomad heist. So they're sanctioning it because Tornado Cash has stolen $7 billion worth of virtual crypto coins, and they don't know who did it or where. But if they're saying that it was the Koreans, then how do they say they don't know? So they don't know where the wallets are. They don't know how it happened. They use Tornado Cash, and so now they're saying, like they're saying that we're sanctioning it. Like you cannot use that. So so just so you know.
Correct. They
Next is
sanctioning stuff. That's what they trying to do. So they just trying to scare people. Right now is still the beginning of this game. Jump in. I don't care if you put $2 in, you're in. Because of the beginning, they don't know what they're doing yet. That's why it's beautiful. We're just as smart as Mark Cuban and the rest of them right now. Because we have equal opportunity to pick a coin, and if our coin win and they coin lose, we smarter than them. And it's real simple to me, you know. But they stacking the game too, because they made Bitcoin and Ethereum a commodity. Now, how come every coin can't be a commodity? Why'd they make it a commodity? Because they got stake in the game. They got money. They got friends. Everybody's behind this Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's why I say that's what you buy. It's obvious. Buy Bitcoin always, and then Ethereum is about to pop. Like KryptoK said, the 2.0 merge is coming and it's on like Donkey Kong and stuff. Like Polygon is going to be on top of that. They buying all of that right now because they made it a commodity. You know what a commodity is? It's coffee. You know what I'm saying? They made Bitcoin coffee, something they did not believe in like 5 years ago. Now they all in. Now it's just as good as coffee, good as copper. They full of it, yo. But that's okay. You can look at how they move, and then we move accordingly too. Because they're trying to get their paper right now.
so. Can I jump in, Moo?
Allow me to retort.
No, I definitely agree with everything you're saying. Also too, like I want to talk to you guys about the halving. Also too, ApeCoin. When I first told you guys to buy ApeCoin was around $4.30. Now ApeCoin is about $7.30 or whatever. It basically jumped by 40%. So if you put in $100, you would have had 140 with ApeCoin from the past 2 or 3 weeks. So just understand, like, it's still like the Bitcoin is still depressed, like the crypto is still depressed in terms of the price. So it's going to keep climbing. But like we said, this is a long-term game. Like, you may just get lucky and invest in that one crypto that's just going to blow up in 2 weeks. Well, and some of the cryptos have blown up in 2 weeks that we're talking about. But I'm saying, like, where you invest $10 and you get 2,000 in 3 weeks, right? Yes, but most of Bitcoin and crypto is a long-term holding game. So if you want to make money, you buy during the dips, like right now, $10 a week, and then you wait till it starts to go back up. That's the game. You got, what's the game? How do I make money out of it? Whatever. You buy during the dip, and you keep buying, and you save it. You put it in your trust wallet. You don't take it out, and you just wait for it to start climbing back up. And sometimes, when is it going to climb up? Nobody knows, but it might take 6 months. It might take a year. It may take 2 years. But when you look at your wallet, if you just put it away and you don't look at it for 2 years, depending on which 2 years, you could, if you're tuning in during the 2 years and crypto winter hits, you're not going to be happy. But if you do 2 years and you just wait, your wallet may go from, let's say, to put 1,000 in it, right? So you might say, okay, I'm just going to put 2,000 and I just forgot about it. In 2 years, that 2,000 may be 10,000, it may be 20,000. It just depends. But the important thing is to buy and hold, and you can't predict it. It's a risk. So you may lose all of your money. You may make a gang of money. You may make a gang of money on one day and then the bottoms. So this is what's coming up. The halving, you never should trust anybody talking about, oh, you're going to get rich tomorrow. Because crypto definitely has that possibility, but it's just here and there. Like, nobody knows which coin is going to become a shiv. Okay? Nobody knows which coin is going to explode. And BB Max said it's hard not to look at your money. Yeah, you have to where you put it away.
Hard out here for a pimp.
It's hard out here for a pimp. So you just have to have enough where you're stacking it like every week. Like, I have mine on Coinbase, and it's an auto draft of like $10 a week for certain crypto, just $10. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, and I put it on my wallet, so it's safe and secure. So that's what I was going to say. The halving is coming up. And if you're like, what is the halving? You're always talking about the halving. You guys should, if you guys are tuned in weekly, you should know what
Great horror movie by John Carpenter, The Halving.
Yeah, the halving, or the halvening, or whatever. It means that Bitcoin is going to become more scarce. So what they've noticed, and they don't know much, and we don't know everything because this is very new. Every 4 years, Bitcoin halves. That means that it becomes harder to mine. There's less Bitcoin that goes out from, so Bitcoin is on an autopilot protocol. It has never been hacked, number one. Number two, every 4 years, a certain amount of Bitcoin is put into the system, okay? It's just, here's more Bitcoin. Whoever started it said every 4 years, they're going to put a certain amount of Bitcoin out into the public, right?
Satoshi Nakamoto.
Yeah, so, Every 4 years, that's what it does. So whenever you see these major jumps in pricing with Bitcoin, what has happened is Bitcoin has just halved. And it happens every 4 years, okay? So the next halving or halving is going to be 2024.
Say it
So
like you're from Chicago. How they say it in Chicago?
halving, that's what I would say. I don't know how
All
to
right, then. Yeah, rocking in Chi-Town. Let them know. Midwest.
Shy down. So 2024, right, is the next happening. That's what's coming next, right? So you should be stacking your crypto and your Bitcoin and your Ethereum and your Polygon and getting ready for 2024 because that's when the next jump in Bitcoin is going to happen. And when Bitcoin goes up, what happens to all the other cryptos? If you guys are paying, say
All the way up.
all of them go up, okay? So it's like crypto is like Bitcoin is like the head of the gang, and everybody else is part of the other gang. Just get back from Chicago. So
Gang, gang. Shout out to the gentlemen of crypto. That's what they like to say. Gang, gang.
yeah, gang, gang.
Got a lot of knowledge. Check them out, y'all. You get a chance. Gentlemen of crypto.
She wants to leave the room. Okay. So my
I'm
point.
sick of you and your cat.
So my point is saying that you guys is that Polygon Matic, MATIC Polygon, not Polysign. So my point is saying that to you guys is that you should be preparing for 2024. Getting wealthy, building wealth is it's a slow and a steady burn. Like you have to plan, strategize, and you hope that what you're doing is right. And you're gonna scare money, don't make money. Okay. If you're always scared to make money, or you're like, oh my gosh, crypto winter came and my money just went from 10,000 to 2,000, and you're ready to pull out. You know what? You're just not ready to invest yet. You're not ready to be wealthy. If you're scary like that. Now, of course, if you see like a depression coming and the world's falling apart, figure that out. But you know,
We're not psychologists either or financial advisors.
so besides that, if you cannot be patient, if you cannot be disciplined, you're not going to build wealth. And I'm going to piggyback on what Moo said about expanding your portfolio. So I'm really proud of myself because I went to Chicago to start a rehab process. So now I can confidently say that I can add developer to my title, okay? Because I just got a property. Like I told you guys, look up land bank. I'm not gonna go too much into it because I don't want to get banned. Look up
Please don't get banned again.
look up your land banks and go ahead and look up properties that you can buy and rehabilitate or what have you. If that's not your bag, try stocks. You know what I'm saying? Crypto, but it shouldn't be ever in one area because you don't know crypto. You could lose all your money in crypto. You could gain a hell of money in crypto, but your money should always be trying to build wealth. And if you don't have wealth, and right now I'm trying to build mine, then you figure out which area is gonna pull off for you. So you should have at least 3 potential streams of investment income. So you should either be, if you don't have money to buy a property, right? Then try to look for like a REIT or an app that lets you kind of like invest $300 into a property, like a REIT, which is like it's like a stock portfolio with properties. If you have $20, go on the Cash App and start investing in stocks in the Cash App. For me, the ones that have done really well with me, I love Iron Mountain. Iron Mountain has been a great stock for me, and I haven't been like super duper successful with stocks, but I haven't really lost terribly either. So I feel like it's kind of like, yeah, I'm good. And that's because when I first invested in stocks, I was investing in every single stock known to man that I thought was gonna pop. And I watched some Instagram video and the guy was like, hey, don't invest in like 50 different stocks. Like choose like a core group of stocks that you like and then just keep investing in them. So learn from my mistakes. I invested in a lot of stocks, but the ones that I feel do the best is Iron Mountain, Alphabet, Tesla, but Tesla might have hit its peak. But I would say Iron Mountain, Apple, and I think JP Morgan when the market is up is pretty steady, and Wells Fargo, even though they're racist, but it's up to you. So that's my 20 cents on portfolio. Find your niche. It could be buying an ATM machine. It could be buying a Bitcoin machine. It could be but you have to try. You have to just try. And yes, you're gonna fail sometimes. But you have to take the risk, you know? That's the only way it's gonna work. If you take the risk and you don't bail out too soon, okay? I mean, what do you think?
Nah, you said it all with that. I was thinking about Polygon as you was talking. I don't like to go out on a limb and say buy something, But if Polygon is $1 right now, buy some Polygon. I predict it will hit at least $2, which means you'll double your money. Worth the risk, I think. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just talking to y'all, my homies. So yeah, I think it'll double in value. Now, how long? I'm not saying tomorrow. I'm not saying 6 months. I'm not saying a year. I'm saying it'll double from 1 to 2. So, because people keep asking me, what should I buy? You just holler. You just holler. What should I buy that I can flip? You talking about a true flip? Is you give me 5, I give you 10. That's a true flip. So same thing with Polygon. But some of this other stuff is going to take years to flip to 10x, 20x, all that. And some is just steady rolling. Sometimes you just want to hold your money in crypto because it's going to be even sailing where you're not making money, but you're not losing money, like the bank and inflation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Other than that,
The buying Polygon. It's
hmm?
it's 94 cents right now.
Beautiful. Exactly. And I think it's going to hit more than $2. I'm being very humble about the Polygon price tag.
$1.99 on Coinbase, right? So what? You spending $2.99? What's the risk, y'all? What if you can't buy one share of Polygon for $2.99? Then you need to get off of this Instagram right now. Go look for a job. Or go ask your mama $1. I don't know,
do something. Word
your
up.
daddy, somebody.
Yep. And it's worth the risk. Like we said, never invest money that you can't afford to lose anyway. So during the dip, you're looking at what's going to pop. Once again, Polygon should pop because Ethereum is about to merge. And I mean, I'll go to 2.0. And even if it don't, Polygon still ain't going nowhere. That merge don't really got much to do with Polygon, except they already affiliated with Ethereum. But they basically their own blockchain on the low. But they really call it a layer 2. But to me, they're like a layer 1. So not a bad investment. If you want to flip your money, you got 1,000, you'll probably get 2. But like I said, is it 3 months, 6 months? I don't know.
ENS. You want to talk a little bit about that before we start to wind down a bit?
About the what? About who?
That's Ethereum. What was it? Ethereum. My brain is gone.
Oh, the name service?
The Web3 domain.
Yeah, Ethereum name service. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, you know? I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to hold the crown, right? So, yeah, it don't hurt. Once again, to buy your own name as a Web3 domain couldn't really hurt. You might lose, but if you win, you win.
Thanks, BB Mac. And Grinding Groover said, get a job. I'm just saying, if you don't have $3,
Get a
and that's
job.
the thing, like, sometimes when you're doing investments, like, there's no shame. Like, for me, like, when you're starting to invest money and stuff, your money can get really tight in cash flow. And you might need to get a job until what you're waiting on comes through in your investment. So, like, right now, like, if I'm about to start rehabbing this property, you might see me as a bartender to get my cash flow until I sell that property, because all my money is going into stocks, crypto, real estate. Please don't let people shame you into doing what you need to do to get money. Most everybody I know that like has to flash or feels like they're too good to do stuff to make money, unless they are an executive, which is a high, and there's nothing wrong with being an employee either, but that's basically like a high level employee, you know, that's making a lot of money. You know, it's no shame in getting a side hustle to make your money to invest in something. Like if you need to go drive Uber or drive Lyft or do Uber Eats or go bartend or whatever to get enough money to invest, then that's what you do. Like, don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about what people think. Like, to make money, you cannot worry about what people think. You just can't, or else you won't make money. Because people don't know how to make money. People know how to go get a job and make money, but people don't know how to make money from nothing, like as an entrepreneur or what have you. So my point is that like somebody will be like, oh, how are you gonna have money if you're out here doing this or that or whatever? Don't worry about them, because all you're doing is and everything is just a stream of income. You're taking this stream of income and you're investing it over here, okay? And you're doing what you need to do. So if you need to go get an extra job to get money to invest in crypto, then that's what you do, okay? Because you're banking on the fact that it's going to grow. Same thing with stocks. Like if you're like, hey, I want to buy like $5,000 worth of stock, just go get a job for like 2 or 3 months and put that money on the side to invest in stocks. Like whatever you need to do, like to get where you want to go. You have to have some change in your pocket to make your hustle work. Exactly. Like you have to have some money to make it work. Okay. So don't let anybody shame you for working or doing whatever. If you, let's say you want to get an ATM machine, or you want to get a vending machine, or what have you, you want to get a Bitcoin machine, and you just don't have 3,000, and you need to just go work, you know, after you get off for a couple hours a day, and you save up after a couple months and get your 3,000 to buy your vending machine. Do what you need to do. You know, keep it to yourself. You don't, nobody has to know either if you don't want them to. So that's my black girl rant, I guess.
That's what's up. With the black girl rant, I'll just say buy Bitcoin. ExxonMobil is mining Bitcoin. That should be all y'all need to know buy some damn Bitcoin. Banks and institutions are accumulating it like a mug. So if you think they're going to let Bitcoin go to zero, then that's what happened. That's what they always tell us. They tell us that a lot, don't they? They told me not to buy land in Vegas in 1918, and I listened.
Past life, you remember that?
Yep. No, my past life, man. Borrow my can I borrow your shovel, sir? So yeah, don't miss the wagon. It's a brand spanking new. They don't know what they're doing yet, and some is going to help, some is going to hurt. That's it. But I say get in the game, baby. Yeah, close us out. We out of here.
Okay, well, I'll just say, because we're ending early tonight, just get some ApeCoin, get some Monero. If you can get ApeCoin on Coinbase, you can get Polygon on Coinbase. The wallet you can get is Trust Wallet. Moo may have a different wallet that he recommends.
I like Exodus. Get them both. Trust Wallet and Exodus Wallet. Yes, for free. They're both free on your phone, but that's a whole nother thing. You don't really like having stuff on your phone because you always carry it and you can be hacked. So, you know, catch 22.
And get your Google Authenticator so people can't, because I was always somebody was always trying to hack my Coinbase account until I got the Google Authenticator, and then it was 2 steps, and then that all stopped. So I was gonna say, get your Google Authenticator. You can download it on the App Store. But I really believe in ApeCoin, and the reason why I say it, and I say it every week, and it's already jumped. Like I said, it was $4 when I told you guys to buy it. Like 2 weeks ago, it was like $5 last week, and now it's like $7 and something since this week. Is because ApeCoin is the crypto of the Bored Yachts Club, who is dominating the NFT. So listen to this. Bored Yacht Club is the #1 NFT seller in the entire world, right? Their coin is ApeCoin. And listen to this. Every single retail store, well, I don't want to say every, but almost every major retail store NFTs are becoming standard for them. Just standard. So if the Bored Yacht Club is dominating the NFT space, and the retail agents it's just becoming standard to use NFTs. And then the #1 NFT company in the world is now having a crypto. It's naturally going to be a strong coin in the retail space because they're really good with marketing. Like just in general, they're great with marketing. So I've noticed that out of all my coins, ApeCoin is one of the ones that when Bitcoin went up, it shot up a lot. So just consider, just watch it if you're not sure yet. It is, y'all, it's less than $10. Come on now. So, but just watch it if you're not sure. Just you can put notifications on your Coinbase or whatever exchange you're using to be able to watch different coins to see what they want. Buy Monero before they shut it down and say that you can't buy it anymore, and they sanction against it. So that's my 25 cents. We are ending a little bit early today, and we want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Moo, are you going to put these on the YouTube? I think I have to send you last week's. Somebody asked.
Send me everything you got. Yeah, last 2 weeks in this one. Send them.
Okay.
Will I post them? Who knows? Who knows these things?
Thanks.
I don't got nothing better to do. Sorry.
Thanks so much, Rod.
What up, Rod?
You don't have to tell nobody, but do your side hustle, do your thug this. You know what I'm saying? To make your money to invest. Like, and again, if you get lucky, it's an overnight thing. Anybody could possibly get lucky, but for some reason, if you're like me, you're gonna feel like you just never get lucky. That's how I feel. I feel like I don't get I put $20 in yesterday and I woke up today to $50,000. I have not had that experience.
That's why it's generational wealth. See, the great grandparents went through what you went through. Now these spoiled little kids, all these centuries later, are like, my dad fucking owns Buckingham. Fuck you. You know, that's what they're doing, man. So you're going through the first stage of that. That's what we all doing. Going the
You
first stage to make our great, great, great grandkids spoiled little bastards. Okay?
exactly. Moo, grinding, grooving. No, Godchild's asking for the YouTube link. Can you type it in the comment section what the YouTube
I
link
don't know
is?
YouTube link. I barely post this shit.
It's
It's on.
on
It's
my
on. It's both on both our portfolios though. Our profiles. Just click the
bio.
profiles there. Yeah, the bio is
It's
there.
our
We
bio. It's
around.
right. It's
You told
right
me to
there.
type that
Sorry.
joint in like I know all of that.
Um, yeah. So I'm glad Godchild. So for me, I've had to grind my way for everything that I have, but I will say that when I put my mind to it and I don't care about what people think and I work really hard and I make decisions, I lose sometimes, but I win more than I lose. But I do make a lot of decisions and I do make money to invest in other things. Okay. So if I get money, I'm putting it into a stock. If I get some money, I'm putting it into a crypto. If I get money, I'm trying to buy real estate. I'm trying to expand my portfolio. Right now I'm looking into life insurance. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna do term or whole or universal life insurance because that's the next step. So and I want to teach. I have a custodial account for my daughter. I'm trying to teach her early and things like that. So y'all just, but nothing to me is like, oh, I just got it. You know, my parents did a good job of educating me, but my parents weren't into business. They were just into like, hey, get a good education and become a professional. Moon knows that, you know, chose a different path. But and so, you know, I'm learning all this stuff on my own. So that's it, Lolade Hero. We're about to log off. Everybody, thanks so much. In terms of YouTube link, it will be in our bio. I will send it to Moo so he can post it. Hopefully he will post it. And thank you guys for joining every single week.
Read the white paper.